LILYGO sent me some really cool stuff. I would be sharing it with you in this video. I was going to wait to get more information from them, but some of the stuff they sent me is not even on their website. So it looks like they're getting into the world of Cyberdecks. That's what it looks like when you look at these builds. And they sent me 2 kits. So in this video, we're going to unbox the stuff we have here, go over some of the stuff that's not on their website just yet, and go over some of the already improvements that they seem to be making with these Cyberdecks. Now, I already had the P4 display sent to me by LILYGO a while back. This is the extension to that to make it into that Cyberdeck. So we're going to go over this one first, and then we'll go over the stuff that's not available on their website just yet. So let's talk about the specifications of what we're actually looking at here. You're looking at the new LILYGO T-Display P4 keyboard expansion board. It transforms the T-Display P4 into a handheld Cyberdeck device with a full physical keyboard and support for a variety of wireless modules. It also includes a built-in CC1101 sub-GHz radio, an NRF24L01 2.4 GHz transceiver, an extra GPIO expansion, support for adding even more hardware later. Now it also has a battery holder. Now this one has a magnetic plate that goes over it, kind of like the T embeds do, but the other model has more of like a pinching mechanism. I'll show you that one later. Now, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to look through the full specifications yourself, but I'm going to now go through more of a live walkthrough. Alright, so we're in Studio G. It has a little bit better lighting so you actually see what I'm doing here. Now, with this keyboard, you got the switch right here. You have USB-C port here. Your antennas. So these antennas mimic the ones on the pager. And then this back plate is a magnet. So if you remember the T embeds, how they work, it's basically the same setup there. And I'm still waiting for my batteries to come in. But putting it together, now it's really cool. So he has a release right here. This is what grabs it, and the release for this display. Line everything up. So once you got it in there and it grabs, you can take this spot right here, push these down, and it kind of releases the display. And then you're free again. But I don't know why you would take it apart because the setup's so cool, but there you go. And it's as simple as, and it locks it right in. Really cool. Feels really nice. I haven't got a chance to get the battery right now. It feels a little top heavy, but I'm pretty sure once you get the batteries in here, it'll be way more balanced. Once those come in, I'll maybe do a video going over it. But this setup is different from what I'm about to show you. This one seems like it's more fine-tuned and improved. This is like the first generation one, but this thing is insanely nice. The quality, the texture, the way it just feels really good. It's one of my favorite LILYGO devices to hold at the moment. So really cool setup here. Now let's go into the other part of the unboxing. Now you're looking at the K230. So this is the kit version. Now they have one on their website, and I'll go over the specs in a moment of the one that's on the website, but I'm not sure if this is the same exact one. But if it is, I'll just read off the specs. But I think they made the case to match the P4 and the whole keyboard setup. I believe that this would be a better Cyberdeck option because of the stuff. And let's go over the specs of the standard one now. Now for the standard T-Display K230 specifications: dual core 64-bit RISC-V CPU, up to 1.6 GHz, up to 1.6 TOPS AI accelerator NPU, ESP32S3 Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, 4.1 inch AMOLED touchscreen, HDMI output, supports multiple cameras, 100 megabit Ethernet, 1 gigabit LPDDR4 RAM, 16 megabit flash, micro SD card slot, USB Type-C, and possibly a LoRa radio. Now the standard version gives you an option to add that LoRa radio in here, so I'm assuming that this one comes with it, but I'm not sure. But with that said, let's go over the live walkthrough. Alright, so hands-on here, as you see, it looks a little bit different than the previous one. Now the previous one has a magnetic back. This one doesn't. This one's a little bit more refined. No magnets here, you just squeeze and it pops right out. And then if you want to put it back in, squeeze. There you go. Grab my thumb on that one. So you can see it really good. Grabs it really well. No magnets on this build right here. Now this one's more magnet, so there's no like pins at all. So the magnet, I guess, connects everything. And then this is where you send the data. That connects to the display here for the K230. You see right there, this is how the connections are done. Kind of reminds you of like the Raspberry Pis when you put those expansion boards and stuff on. You see it right here. Now I'm going to be attaching it. So same thing. Now this is a lot easier than the other one. You just really nice. And you got a little camera here too that kind of like flips to the front. Your antenna. Now the only thing I didn't like with this is that they have like a little piece of plastic on both sides here that kind of keep it from swaying. But I think over time that this might wear down. But they have a really cool antenna that comes with it. The other antennas that built into the board here. GPIO, HDMI, Ethernet port, your reset button, your boot button over here, and 2 USB-C. I think it's for the different boards. Looks like you got a headphone jack as well. You're on and off. Now, if you look at this one and then compare it to the other one, this one just feels a little bit more refined, which makes sense because this is the newest one that just came out, while this one is their first attempt at it. And you get the magnetic back. You see that this system's a little bit different, where this one's a little bit more, I don't want to say cheaper, but this one feels like a little bit more refined. It grabs it way nicer, and the release is much easier too. So super easy release, super easy snap on. Everything feels great here. Again, solid, all around solid. I love like the little details they put on it as well. Hoping to see some projects on this soon. Once I get some more details, I'll do more of a comparison video between the two, which one you should buy. I believe one of them is better for like cybersecurity and maybe that's those types of firmwares, while the other one's more of a Cyberdeck build. Both of them look really great. We'll be wrapping up the video soon, but for hands-on, I really do like this setup. I like how good this feels in your hand. This one I can actually power up, so let me actually power it up real quick so you guys can see. This one also has a really cool LED in it. The other one doesn't. So you see here every LED kind of shows on the back here. It's really cool looking. Off overhead too. So you can see the really nice backlit keyboard. The only demo I think I can do currently is just a keyboard. So I can write Ghost. So it's a little, I want to say a little laggy maybe, but let's see. Ghost. There you go. Ghost Rats. So as you see, it's just, this is a really cool, I got the LED lights there. Now the LED, if I do like cap locks, it kind of shows you that. So really, really cool. Again, really cool setup. There's not much you can do with it yet. This is the standard firmware it comes with. There's a couple tools on it, but it's not in the right orientation. I couldn't find anything in setting to help fix that. But that's pretty much it for the hands-on walkthrough. You can see the little red light. Once I get the batteries in, again, I'll make another video on it, but this is just to show you guys firsthand what they're working on. Let's clip back to the end of the video. Alright, that's it for this video. So I'm going to leave a link to the products that are actually on their website in the description. I also will leave my LILYGO discount code, which is GoStrats, so you can save you 5% on their website. And it does go toward helping my channel. Now, LILYGO did get back to me when I asked them for specifications for the K230, but they basically told me that they're not ready to release that information just yet. So I'm guessing that this is different than the previous model that's on their website. So keep an eye out for it. Now for pricing, the T-Display P4 goes for about $120, and then the keyboard goes for $70. So I'm assuming that the other keyboard's about $70 when it does get released, and probably the same price for that K230. Take that with a grain of salt, but you're probably looking anywhere between $200 to like $180 for the whole setup. So that 5% discount now really does help. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm really excited to see LILYGO get into stuff like this. I really hope the community comes up with something awesome when it comes to firmware, but I'm really excited to see the future of LILYGO and their devices if they keep going in this type of direction. Thanks for watching, and remember that safety is an illusion.